Hello and welcome to the next session on the subject engineering graphics. In this session I am going to explain you how to draw circle which is seen as ellipse in isometric view. Okay, you can go to the description below to see all the related videos of the subject engineering graphics. So this is the given circle of diameter 25 mm. I have to represent this circle in isometric view. Okay, so let us say this circle is seen in front view. So we'll consider all the three cases when the circle is seen as in front view, in side view and in top view. Okay, so let us say if it is seen in front view, first of all the first step is to enclose this circle, enclose the circle into a square. Okay, so I have already enclosed it in a square. The square will have its side equal to 50 mm, and as we already know that square is seen as rhombus in isometric view. Okay, so first we have to draw that rhombus in isometric view. So let us start with some origin. Let us say this is origin and this is horizontal axis. Okay, now at this point make an angle of 30 degree along the length axis. Okay, so this is angle 30 along length axis, and draw this length axis. Then also draw height axis, because in front view length and height axis will be visible. So height axis at 90 degree. So this is height axis drawn at 90 degree. Okay, now complete a rhombus of given size 50 mm, because diameter of circle is 50, radius is 25, diameter is 50. So we have to first of all represent this square as a rhombus in isometric view. Okay, so along length axis mark 50 mm, along height axis mark 50 mm, and now complete this rhombus. So for completing the rhombus you can set this roll and draw with any rather this length axis and go on moving it, and draw this line parallel to the length axis. Similarly you can align with height axis and go on moving. So this is the required height axis. So this is the way the required rhombus is completed. Okay, now we have to represent this ellipse in rather this circle in isometric view. Okay, so for this purpose what we need to do, first join this longer diagonal. So I am just joining this longer diagonal. As we see here, this longer diagonal is joined. Then opposite to the longer diagonal, these are the two edges which are opposite to the longer diagonal, mark their midpoints. So as length of this edge is 50, I'll mark it at a distance 25. Okay, similarly midpoint of this edge at a distance 25. Okay, and now the corners which are opposite to the longer diagonal, these corners are to be joined with the midpoints of these edges. Okay, so I'm joining now this point with this, and this opposite corner with this midpoint. Okay, so now here we get four different centers. Actually we are drawing this by four center method. So this is center number 1, then say center number 2, and as we see intersection of these two lines with the longer diagonal, that is this is say number 3 and say number 4. So these are the four different centers obtained. Now with these centers we have to complete this circle in isometric view. So with center 1 and radius this much, as we see here, this much radius, draw this part of the circle. Okay, then with center 2 and same radius, okay, we have to draw this part of the circle which actually is seen as ellipse. Now with center 3, as we see here, center 3 and this much radius, please note the radius, in this case this much radius we have to take in compass. Okay, so with this center and this much radius I need to complete this part. Okay, and similarly with center 4 and this radius we need to complete this remaining part. Okay, so this is the way I have completed this circle which is seen as ellipse in isometric view. Now let us consider if the same circle is to be drawn in side view. Okay, of course in side view we have to go along width axis and height axis. Okay, so along width axis now I am taking 30 degree. So this is width axis along this 30 degree, and now I have to just complete the same rhombus just like it is seen in front view. Now same rhombus is to be completed in side view. Okay, so align your roll and draw or drafter with this edge and just go on rolling it so that you get a line parallel to this. Now I am just drawing it somewhat approximately to reduce the time of the video. And now as we already measured 50 length along this width axis or depth axis, so draw a line parallel to this. So this is the required rhombus in side view. Okay, as usual we have to connect longer diagonal. So longer diagonal is connected here like this. Then mark midpoints of these opposite edges. Okay, so I'm just marking the midpoints now. So this is midpoint of this opposite edge and this is again midpoint of this particular edge. Now join these opposite corners with the midpoints, this one with this midpoint. Okay, so here also we get 4 different centers. They are these the first 2 centers are opposite to the diagonal. Okay, longer diagonal, that is center 1 and say center number 2. Then we see intersection of these lines which are connecting with intersecting with the diagonals are respectively point 3 and 4. Okay, now with center 1 we draw this much part of the circle like this. So center 1 this much part. Okay, center 2 same radius and we see we need to complete this much part of the circle. Okay, now with center 3, as we see with center 3 and only this much radius, we need to draw this smaller radius arc, and with center 4 and same radius we need to complete this another smaller radius part. Okay, so this way we have completed the same circle which is now seen in side view as we see here. Okay, and now if it is to be completed in the top view, then definitely we have to go along length and width axis. Okay, so now I am showing it here. If it is to be drawn in top view, then what to do and how to do. Okay, so in this case first we need to complete this rhombus in top view. Now I am just doing it fast to reduce the time of the video. Okay, so maybe lines may not be exactly parallel, that's why ellipse also may not be exactly matching with the required points, but let us understand the procedure. So join this longer diagonal, then mark midpoints of the opposite edges. So this midpoint is already marked. Mark this midpoint, this is midpoint. Then join these opposite corners with the midpoints. So this corner is to be joined with the opposite edge midpoint, this corner with opposite edge midpoint like this. Okay, and now we have got 4 centers. Which are the 4 centers in this case? First of all, you have to see the corners opposite to the longer diagonal. So this is say corner 1, then corner 2. Okay, and these are respectively 3 and 4. Okay, so with corner 1 we see how much is the radius to be drawn. With corner 1 you see we have to take this much radius in compass and draw this part. Okay, up to here. Then with radius 2 with center 2 and this much radius we have to draw this much part. Okay, with center 3 and now this smaller radius I need to draw this part. Okay, and with center 4 and this much radius I need to complete this part. Okay, so this is the way we have shown this circle in 3 different views. Okay, and now whenever there is question of any isometric view, then in that case we have to give certain thickness to this ellipse. Okay, in next video I'll explain you how to give thickness to the this particular circle, which is actually seen as a disc. Okay, so this given circle is drawn in front view like this, in side view like this, and in top view like this. Okay, I hope you understood how to draw the circle in isometric view. Okay, thank you very much for your patient viewing.